Good day everyone. I am John Pope Michael A. Sorbuna from BSHM 4C, and here are the selected methods and tools for service process. Some of the other methods and tools used to analyze service process are the following. Affinity diagram. It is an analytical tool to gather and organize information from a significant amount of mixed data source, from researches, insights, concepts, diagrams, brainstorms idea, and designs. This method is employed to sort and bundle information into groups or based on their relationship. Often, these connections and relationships provide deeper insights and new ideas. Brainstorming. It is a method to generate ideas from a group of people to solve a design problem. Under the direction of the facilitator, members of the group contribute ideas freely to cover as many areas as possible in search of the best possible design. Raw ideas contributed by the participants are gathered and refined to determine solutions. Character profiles. These supplement the understanding and appreciations of designers by providing a patterns or trends about service users. Knowing the profile would also help in justifying the innovations and improvements designed for the clients. Conceptual interview. It refers to interview conducted in the natural environment where the service occurs. User journey map. It is a diagram that uses illustrations, photographs, and quotes telling about the journey of the user through a service. It helps in identifying the key stage of touch points along the user service experience. What parts of the service work for the users and what parts need to improve. It is a useful technique to understand the motivation of customers in relationship of their wants, needs, hesitations, and concerns. Cultural probes. These are also referred to a user diary. It provides a way to gather information about people and their activities and insight about the day of communities. Documentaries. These are a tool used to provide information at the initial stage of the design process. This method is a visual representation of human emotions and expressions captured through film. Empathy probes. These are a tool for design that considers what the users are thinking and feeling more than what they are doing and saying. Ethnographic user research. It is a tool used to support a deeper understanding of the design issue for service designers. Through this research tool, the designer will be able to establish what motivates the users to do something and what hinders them to not do things. Experience prototype. It is a simulation of service to test new service ideas or design for specific physical touch points. It seeks out whether the design is applicable to the user or identifies the area that could possibly be improved. Focus group. It is a setting of deliberately selected people who are participants of discussion about a particular topic which intends to bring out their perceptions and feedback to the design ideas. Immersion or workshop. It is also known as empathic research or role-playing. A researcher involves himself or herself with the study area by becoming part of it. It is a good source of information since the designer will have an actual experience with regards to emotions and social interaction with the community. Observation. It is a method that can be used to identify problems when the users are interacting with a product. Through observation, service can be evaluated and the user experience can be determined to a certain level. Personas. These refer to fictional characters created as archetypes, not stereotypes, to present types of user that avail of the service or product of companies. Personas are created to help understand the needs behaviors, experiences, and goals of users. Prototyping. This tool is used to examine the behavior or performance of a first design before it goes to production. The service is tested by observing the interaction of the user with a prototype of the service, making the venue, setting, and condition where the service is actually rendered. The kind of prototyping methods are the following: sketches and diagrams. These are used to illustrate the ideas for discussion for analysis. Sketches are among the earliest forms of prototyping and also the simplest to use them to acceptable of the value. Storyboarding. This is a presentation of cases or prototype scenario using a series of drawings or pictures to visualize a sequence of events. Building blocks prototype. Beyond the idea of having fun with building blocks as a toy, the versatility and ability to stimulate creativeness has made this toy a valuable tool in prototyping. Role play. This refers to acting out service situations where the users interact with product or services. The implied condition clarifies the direction where the service design should take, that the service really exists, and then the render are possible journey through the functionalities. Physical models. For design service that may require physical representation, mock-ups can be created by testing. Materials that can be used to include paper, cardboard, wax, clay, and wood, among others, to build the models. User-driven prototype. This prototype method uses a unique approach in coming up with service design. Instead of the designer conjuring a design for the service users, it is instead the user who will get to make a design. Scenarios. This refers to a creation of a hypothetical story to visualize how user will utilize a service in order to generate design. Scenarios can either be written or drawn with sufficient detail to anticipate and demonstrate the needs of users. Service prototype. This is a simulation tool to test the service design through observation of the interaction between the users and the prototype of the service set in the place, situation, and condition where the service truly exists. Shadowing. The researcher acts as an observer only and does not interfere with the participant in any circumstances. In this method, the researcher goes along with the user and observes how they utilize the service or product within their natural environment. Stakeholder map. It is a tool that shows a visual presentation of an organization staff, sponsors, investors, board, partner, organizations, or customers. The map reflects the level of interest and importance of the stakeholder in the organization. The stakeholders are listed and sorted on a chart based on the extent of their interest and influence of the power of each holds in the organization. A stakeholder map helps to determine who among the stakeholders possesses the biggest impact on the organization. Thank you.